What's up, team? I wanted to give you some music to rock to before you get started. So, who wants to make 500,000 next year? Or maybe you don't see yourself as somebody worthy of making 500,000. I'm gonna give y'all a simple blueprint that anyone can follow. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, who's ready? Drop some fire in the chat if you're ready to make 500,000 next year. Come on, I need energy. I need to see that my people are with me. What's up, Suzanne? If you don't know Suzanne Fuquay, she is one of the founding 3 members of EXP, an amazing mentor. Love her so much. Go follow her. She's watching live with us today. Okay, so here is the blueprint. I'm going to do some simple math with y'all. Unless you are currently serving in Alabama or maybe Shreveport, Louisiana, no matter what market you're in the United States today, you should be able to target listings starting at 500,000 to where your average price point that you work is at least 500,000. So if you're in Miami, if you're in Los Angeles, if you're in New York, this is probably even going to be a little bit low for you. You can go higher. But everyone watching this right now, you are all 100% capable. Like I said, unless you're in like Shreveport, Louisiana, or like Mobile, Alabama, you can find listings at 500,000 or more. Okay, so how do we get to you making $500,000 in 2026? It all starts today. So what you do the next 90 days is going to set you up for success in 2026. You cannot wait until January. If you wait until January, you're going to be behind the 8 ball. The way that real estate works is 90-day cycles, right? So the people that you talk to over the next 90 days, yeah, Maria, you can definitely join. The link is in my bio. It's 90 days of daily coaching with me, where I help you implement whatever you're learning from your current coaches, your current mentors. This is a very different type of coaching because most coaching helps you guys to learn a script, to know you need to do daily prospecting. We are actually going to be doing it with you. So this is the only coaching of its kind where we help you to implement what you're learning over the next 90 days, and it starts September 3rd. Thank you, Maria, for asking that question. So real estate, it is 90-day cycles. The people you talk to over the next 90 days, those deals are going to be closing Q1 2026. Unless you meet somebody that's super motivated today and ready to price the home at a price that will cause it to sell today, almost everyone you talk to over the next 90 days, that deal is going to be closing Q1 of 2026. So how do you make 500,000 in 2026? We're going to do some simple math today. I got my whiteboard like Grant Cardone. We're going to do it real big like Uncle G. All right. Wherever you are, like I said, I don't care where you are in the United States, you can find a market that you can serve where the average price point is 500,000. We're in the United States now. Like, people make money. They do. Maybe you're not making money right now, but there's somebody in your town making money. So we're going to take 500,000 and you're going to learn sales skills so that you're going to be able to charge people 4%. What does 4% pay you on 500,000? Who can do the simple math? If you take a listing at 500,000 and you charge the seller 4% for your services, how much are you going to make at closing? Whoever knows the answer, drop it in the chat. I need energy from my audience, guys. I cannot do this on my own. I'm here for you. I'm doing this for free to help you. Give me some energy. So who has the answer? 500,000 at 4%. What is your paycheck? All right. I see I have 2 windows open. I got about 14 viewers on YouTube. We have like 5 here on Instagram. Who can do the simple math of 4% at 500,000? Drop it in the chat. There you go. We got it here on YouTube. That's $20,000. That's a $20,000 check. How many of those do you have to make in order? There you go, Janelle. Thank you for answering. I think there might be a delay because we're on StreamYard. Okay. So what's up, Kate? So we make $20,000 off of one sale. How many of those do we have to do in a year to get to 500,000? What's up, BHM? It's good to see you. You're always so loyal. Okay. Vin, what's up, Vin Nugent? But you're the one I always think of when I say Shreveport, because I don't know how you work Shreveport. His average price point over there is 180,000. He's selling like 1,500 homes a year. That's right, Joe. What's up, Joe Rubinette? It's good to see you. We have 25 sales in 1 year times 20,000 equals 500,000. Now, this number right here, 25. I love it. What's up? That's my friend in Utah, the king of door knocking. If you're not already following Jeremy Davis, go give that man a click. He plays 0 games. And let me tell you something. Those Mormons and their door knocking, honey, you're never going to have a better instructor. They have people slam doors in their faces every single day, and they keep going. So if you're looking for a door knocking mentor, go follow Jeremy. He's incredible. Okay, simple math. So your average price point, 500,000. You're going to start charging 4%. If you don't know how to do this, you can click the link in my bio for group coaching. We are the ultimate combo. Your wife might get a little upset at that, Jeremy. Maybe reword that. So you're gonna click the link in my bio for group coaching. Over the next 90 days, I can show you how you can raise whatever commission you're selling at right now to 4% on every single deal. I promise you it is not hard. My agents like Liz Casas, if you guys are already following her, the most muscular realtor, you guys know him, Mr. Texas, Austin, he's doing it too. Any one of you can do this. And if you don't feel you have the sales skills to charge this yet, like I said, I do have openings in my 90-day group coaching. Click the link in the bio so that you can sign up. I'm happy to help you. You're going to raise that to 4%. That's going to give you $20,000 check. Do 25 of those next year, and you'll make 500,000. I'm not telling you to sell 100 homes. I'm only telling you to sell 25. Is 25 a number that most of you actually can say, like, you know what? I can do that. I can do that. Drop something in the chat to let me know that 25 homes is something that you could do in 2026. Some of you are already selling more homes than that. You're just not charging enough for your service. And that's not only is that a sales skill thing, it's you not believing you're worth it. And let me ask you something. What's the hardest skill in today's market with interest rates at an all-time high, inventory at an all-time high, and buyer demand low? What is the number one skill that you have to learn? Price reduction. Yeah. Is that a lot of work on the listing agent or on the buyer's agent? You tell me. Never sold homes. That seems doable. See, I love his energy. He's ready to go. That man's going to outsell all of you. He doesn't even have a license yet. Let's go, team. All right. So 25 homes. It's very doable. Hi, Tiff. I haven't seen you in forever. It's so good to see you here. 25 homes is very doable. Now you're going to ask yourself, how do I connect with 25 motivated sellers? Camilla's right. The listing agent is the one who does all the work. Maria, a lot of my agents have never sold a single home. There's nothing stopping you if you are hungry, if you are doing the actions daily. My new agents make $250,000 their first year. I'm absolutely happy to help you. So we're going to keep going with this math. You guys got this down? You took a picture? This is your blueprint for how you can make $500,000 next year. So how do we find 25 clients to say yes to us? I want you to focus on these 3 groups of people over the next 90 days. Here's who you're going to call every day: expireds and canceled. What is an expired or a canceled listing? An expired, oh, hi Leslie, good to see you. I've known her since we were kids. We used to play softball together. Incredible salesperson. Good to see you here, girl. Expired and canceled. So this is a seller that tried to sell their home, and for whatever reason, it didn't sell. Most of the time, it could be the price was too high and their agent either didn't have the guts to tell them or didn't have the skills to help the seller self-discover. So you cannot make the assumption that they go, thank you, I appreciate that. You were the best at everything you did. Whether it was infield, outfield, hitting, girl, you were always good. Excellent teammate. Okay, so these people who failed to sell their home typically were failed by their previous realtor. And it's an excellent source right now because a lot of homes are not selling. And what their agents are doing is they're saying, it's the market. I don't know. Try again next year. And they're like, girl, I'm not trying to wait next year. I gotta sell this house. Like, I'm trying to get a divorce. I need this man to be like out of my life. I need to sell this home. So here's where you come in with your sales skills and you help these people. You help them to get that home sold. For me right here in Texas, this is my only source. I don't have to call anybody else because our MLS is so big and our area is so overbuilt that I can sell 50 homes a year just off of expired. But maybe for some of you, your market's a little smaller. Maybe you don't have as many expireds as I do, and you're going to need a secondary source. Here's the second source that I would suggest you call: the neighbors. So just sold neighbors. Why do you think I'm telling you to call the neighbors? Well, how many times have you guys heard either like family or friends say, the market's just so bad, we have to wait. We're just gonna wait, or we're gonna put the home up for rent again because the market is so bad. Well, a lot of the neighbors are watching what's going on. And when you are able to sell one home, you have to call everybody around because you don't know who else has been watching that and thinking to themselves, goodness, I really need to sell my house, but what's going on with the market? And if you don't call them, they're not going to call you. This is 2025. They're going to go online. They're going to look at ChatGPT or their Zestimate, and they're going to find somebody through an internet platform. And like, that probably isn't going to be you unless you're spending a lot of money on ad spend, which I'm assuming if you're watching this, you're probably not spending $1 million on ads right now. So the chances of that neighbor finding you are very small. But if you sell a home in Coconut Grove, my girl Camilla here, and all of those people were watching this thing, it expired, it dropped the price, and now it just sold with multiple offers because you priced it right. The neighbors who've been waiting to see what happens with the market are going to be very interested in talking to you. And I would use a just sold script. You can purchase them on my website if that's something you guys want to use of mine. Use a script that is you talking to a neighbor, not you being a salesperson. If you want to get hung up on, call them as a salesperson. If you want to have a good conversation with them about their home that could lead to you listing their property, talk to them as if you already know them. Here's an example. You guys are welcome to screen record this, steal it, use it, do your thing with it. So here's how I like to call neighbors of homes that I recently sold. And I'll keep in mind, I have tax records. I know their names. So I'm going to get real personal with them. Ring, ring. Hey, Carlos. Did you happen to notice the home over there on Banana Street? Can you believe that Sue and Diane's finally sold that house? Oh, yeah. I saw that they had dropped the price. That thing actually sold. Yeah, Carlos, it did. And you'll never believe it. We got a really good price for that house. Did you talk to Diane about it at all? Oh, no, I haven't seen her. I haven't walked the dogs in a while. Yeah, what'd you end up getting for it? You know what, Carlos? I'd really love to share that with you. I'm just curious. When one home in this neighborhood sells, I notice that usually 2 or 3 more sell right away. Is moving something that you and your family have been thinking about? Boom. And they are going to tell you. So you noticed how I used names, I got personal. That should feel like you already, like you live in that neighborhood with them and you're having a casual conversation about what's going on. And what's going to eventually happen is they're going to start asking you questions and you're going to figure out by reading between the lines that they actually have been thinking about selling. They're going to say things to you like, what did they get for the home? They want to know what they got because they're trying to figure out, well, our home is a little bit nicer. What could we get? How long did it take for you guys to find a buyer? Was the buyer qualified? Did you have to give away a lot of money in inspection? Did you have to pay the closing costs? These are going to be questions that the neighbors are going to ask you, and they're buying signs. What they're telling you is, we're interested, close us. So do your job as a realtor and close them. And you're going to close them by setting a Zoom listing appointment. Or if you really want to go in person, however you prefer. Joe, thank you for that question. So that's how you approach the neighbors. So that's going to be your second source. Now, your third source, I think that this is like Realtor 101, but we're going to go with it because it's working. FSBO. Why are most people doing FSBO right now? And if any of you work FSBO lists for sale by owners, for those who don't know, why do you see like it used to be 4 people that listed on Zillow and all of a sudden there's like 25 a day? Why do you guys think that is? Why do you think suddenly there's just so many more FSBOs than there used to be? Anybody on YouTube have an answer? What about you guys on Instagram? You create a connection, and by doing that, you're kind of guiding the conversation for where you want it to lead. Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing. You want to create the connection with the neighbors, and then you allow the conversation to lead where you want it to go. Foreclosure, Joe. Yes. Joe's got it figured out. Joe's absolutely right. There's 2 reasons why we're seeing an uptick in FSBOs. One, because people are not able to sell their homes for what they owe. So their mortgage is $400,000 and the highest offer they're getting is $350,000. They are trying to now sell the property FSBO because they're hoping that by the grace of God, if they don't pay a realtor, maybe they'll be able to break even on this thing and not have to bring any cash to the closing table. Joe is absolutely right. That is why FSBO is a great source right now. Here's the other reason. A lot of people who expired and canceled are now showing up as FSBO because they really needed to get their home sold and their realtor gave up and their realtor told them about how bad the market was. So they said, all right, well, I guess I'll try it myself. You know, I work a job. It's a pain in the butt, but hey, I got to get this home sold. So FSBOs have become another excellent source. These 3 are like the most simple ones anyone could do. You can get the data from Vulcan 7. If you are not already subscribed to a data, I don't know what the right word would be, people who sell the data. So there's many different sites. I'm an affiliate with Vulcan 7. And if you guys want to use my link to get a discount, you can just use my name, Jessica Nelson, when you go on Vulcan 7, and you'll get a discount on that data provider. Now, when you get the data for these three sources, you're going to then use a dialer. If you want to do it old school, like you're riding a horse and buggy to work, anybody ride a horse and buggy to work still? I got to play with you guys. Then you can use a single line dialer. It's only going to take you 5 hours to talk to 10 people, but if that's your vibe, then you enjoy that 5 hours. So for me, I only have an hour or 2 hours to make my phone calls a day because I'm a very busy person. And I'm going to use something called the Enzo dialer. Again, if you guys want to get a discount, you use my name, Jessica Nelson, and they're happy to provide you with a discount so that you can go from riding your horse and buggy on your single line dialer, taking 5 hours to talk to 10 people. If you want to talk to your 25 people in 1 hour, you got to get on the Enzo dialer. Feel free to use my affiliate. I'm more than happy to support you guys. Like I said, you're going to get your data from Vulcan 7. If I could right. And then you're going to put that into Enzo dialer. So here's the simple math. For those just joining us, I see a lot of people just hopped in. If you want to make $500,000 in 2026, you're going to start working an average price point of $500,000. Stop calling $350,000 leads. Put everything above $500,000 in your entire market. I don't care if it's 2 hours away. You can do the listing appointment via Zoom. You're going to focus on a minimum of $500,000 price point. You're going to learn the sales skills. If you don't already have them, sign up for my group coaching. And I'm going to teach you how to list every single property you list to where you make 4%, which will pay you a $20,000 commission check. And you only have to sell 25 of those. That's 2 homes a month. 2. I am not telling you to sell 10 homes a month. All I'm doing is telling you to sell 25 a year. It's 2 a month. And you will make $500,000 in 2026. And here's what you need to do today to ensure that happens. You guys ready? Again, simple math, 25 contacts. And you're going to call these simple. I'm telling you, it couldn't be any simpler. 3 sources. That's all you have to do. So spend about 2 hours a day on the phones. You're going to spend an hour calling canceled expired, 30 minutes calling the neighbors when you get the home sold, and then 30 minutes calling FSBOs. And as long as you get to your 25 contacts a day, that's all I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you guys to do 50. I'm not asking you to spend 6 hours on the phone calling. You're going to spend 2 hours a day doing this because you're going to have the Enzo dialer. You're going to make your 25 contacts, and contacts equal contracts. If you spend Monday through Friday, 2 hours a day on the phone, you speak to 25 people about their real estate, the better you get, the more homes you're going to list. At this point in my career, in order to list one property, I only really have to talk to 10 people. So I know for a fact that no matter what your sales skills are, if you talk to 25 people a day, you will contract at least 2 homes a month. Tiffany, great question. How do you join our group coaching? The link is in my bio. You guys can smash that link. I did just open up 2 more spots because it did sell out within 48 hours. It might sell out now. And if it does, you can get on the waiting list to join that 90-day coaching, group coaching with me. It will start again in 2026. But I do have 2 openings right now. So I would go ahead and go over there if that's something you all want to do. Now, what is it? What is 90 days of group coaching with me? You are going to get mentorship from me on a daily basis. So if you are already in coaching with, say, Mike Ferry, Tom Ferry, Brian Buffini, Aaron Novello, Brandon Morenin, whoever you're coaching with, great. I don't want you to leave them. What I'm going to do is help you implement what you have learned from those amazing coaches, because you only see them on your once a week or once every other week coaching call. What are you doing in between then with your business? We are going to work on that together Monday through Friday. And you're also going to receive mentorship from not just me, but also Mark Ramey, the king of probates. If any of you want to get into selling probate properties, Mark has sold over 1,000 of them. He's the king. I also will have, do you guys remember New Kids on the Block? Drop a fire in the chat if you remember New Kids on the Block. I mean, I think some of you who are on here are over 40. You should know who they are. Anybody remember New Kids on the Block? Drop a fire if you remember them. So Jordan Knight's brother, you may or may not know this, is David Allen Knight. David Allen Knight is one of my partners in Orlando, and he's an incredible salesperson. He transitioned from being a musician. He's incredible on stage, guys. If you've ever have a chance to go and witness him in person in Orlando, sign up for whatever he's doing and go. He's incredible. So he's one of my partners, and he's also going to be involved as a coach in this 90-day program. And some of the skills that he's going to bring is presenting skills. He's an excellent presenter. So it's not just me who's going to be helping you. You're also going to get support from 2 other people. Well, Joe, you got to connect with David. David's like, he's the freaking king. He sells about 50 homes a year, but what's really amazing about him is his presenting skills. The guy can capture a room, and he gets a yes every time. So I think you guys will really enjoy the coaching that you receive from the 3 of us. It's also accountability. If you sign up for group coaching for 90 days, David Allen Knight is his name. Yeah, he's my partner in Orlando. David Allen Knight, yep. So these 90 days is also going to provide you with accountability, because if you want to make $500,000, if this is your blueprint for 2026, it starts in the next 90 days. You're not just going to show up January 1st and listings are going to pop up in your inventory. It's these 90 days where you set the tone with calling sellers, setting listing appointments, getting listing agreements signed, reducing the price, because most listings do require at least one price reduction at this point, and then selling the property. So all of that is realistically going to take you about 90 days to do. That's why you cannot wait until January 1st or the 2nd, depending on how much you guys drink, to start this plan. This plan actually starts now. And if you want to get involved in my group coaching course, I just opened up 2 more spaces. It was sold out. Go ahead and click on my bio. There is a fee. This is $1 million worth of game. It's going to get you to 500,000 in 2026. And I'm really excited for anyone who wants to improve their career and run with the big dogs. Every person in this group mentoring in this group has made at least 500,000, if not more, and has a net worth of a couple million. So you're not learning from people who read about it in a book that think they know what they're talking about. You're going to actually be prospecting, making live calls with sellers on a Zoom call with other people who are doing the same thing and doing it at a very high level. And the other thing that we can help you with, which I've noticed in all of my years of coaching, is the reason why people make calls but they're not successful. I can help you with what you're saying wrong. And why are you getting hung up on? You're reading the script that your coach gave you, but it's just not working. You're just not getting appointments. That's exactly what this challenge is created for. It's created for the agent who wants to make calls but is maybe struggling with converting strangers into appointments. It's also going to provide you with accountability, because you are required to show up Monday through Friday and make your 25 contacts. So if this is something that you're very serious about and you're looking to make $500,000 or more in 2026, go ahead and click on that link on my bio before it sells out. If it already has sold out, you guys can go ahead and sign up for the next one. Get on the wait list for 2026. and we will get you guys in a great position to have the best year of your entire career. What questions do you have for me before I let you guys go? I know there's a delay, so what questions do you guys have for me about how to make $500,000 in 2026? Does everyone feel like it's a possibility for them? Do some of you, maybe even though the math makes sense, feel like that could never happen for me? I am living proof that it can happen for you. You can absolutely do this. So this is the simple math. We're going to change our average price point to $500,000. We're going to charge 4%, which creates a $200,000 check for you. And we're going to do that 25 times next year, which is $500,000 in commissions. You're going to call these three sources: expired, just sold to the neighbors, FSBOs. And you're going to make 25 contacts a day. It's not going to take you 10 hours to do that, because you're going to upgrade from whatever you're using right now to the Enzo Dialer. And if you join the group coaching, you're going to get daily support to help you set more appointments, convert more clients, and close more deals. I'm so excited for the people who are committed to their careers, because you're the people I want to surround myself with. It is very, very hard to grow. And maybe some of you are feeling this wherever you're at right now. Every time you get in the office, all people do is complain about the market. Oh my God, the market's so bad. I don't have any deals. This is like weighing you down and draining you. Then you need to get on our daily office around other people who are making these years their best years and taking market share. My name is Jessica Nelson. I'm sure you already know that. If I can help you in any way, send me a DM. I'm here to help people grow. This is my life's passion. You know, God put me on this earth. He helped me to survive everything that I went through, not for me, but to be a blessing for others. So allow me to bless you with giving you the skills that you need to independently become wealthy. Stop having a shitty boss. Stop working in an office where people drive you nuts. This is your opportunity. Take it. Let's go be great, team.